In this module, we shall explore the logical architecture of Omnet++ simulation program. We'll cover the internal architecture of Omnet++ and the contents of the simulation library. This figure shows you the components, the libraries, the environment, everything that resides in Omnet++ as a program. Their interrelationship is shown to you through the connections between them. We start looking at each one of them one by one. We look at the leftmost side of the figure, in which we have the simulation model, which is defined by the user, what kind of simulation he wishes to perform. Then we have the sim class library and the simulation kernel. This is actually where the programs reside and the program is executed. On the bottom, we have the model component library. These are the C++ codes for simple and compound modules. On the right side, we see that there is a user interface. This user interface is the place where the user interacts with Omnet++ IDE. Using this as the common base, the user can do the simulation runs and analyze the results through either the command environment, which is the command-based environment, or the TK environment, which is the famous TCL, tool command language, TK environment. First, the model component library. It comprises of the codes of simple and compound modules in compiled form. As you can see in this figure, now we know what goes on in the model component library. The next important component of the overall Omnet++ IDE and simulation environment is the simulation kernel. Along with it is the simulation class library. The simulation kernel is actually the place where modules are instantiated and concrete simulation model is built. The simulation class library actually offers the common set of features which are made available to the simulation programs that the users make. These include the random number generation facility, the queuing facility, the message structure and message passing facility, and the routing feature. You can see that message passing, routing, queuing, and random number generation are the common set of classes which are mostly utilized by user simulations. The simulation class library and the simulation kernel sit between simulation model, model component library, and the user environment. So actually, the user environment calls the simulation model that he makes by building the C++ already available classes as simple and compound modules, and then passes the results to the command environment or the TK environment. The environment is actually the place where the simulation runs. It is the environment that tells the simulation program what to do. Specifically, it determines from where the input is coming, where the output is going to, what happens to the debugging information. Overall, the simulation environment is the centerpiece of the overall simulation. The environment can further be split into the environment that actually talks to the user and the environment that user instructs to process data and do something to the simulation.